The city where everyone slept at the same time. Not legend, but a chilling mystery on the Kazakh steppe. Imagine living in a place where, without warning, everyone collapses into sleep not for minutes, but for days. In a remote village of Kazakhstan, this wasn't a legend, it was terrifying reality. A real-life mystery unfolded, where entire families drifted into unconsciousness and no one knew why. In 2013, the small village of Kalachi began experiencing something bizarre. Residents suddenly fell asleep mid-conversation, at work, or even while walking. They weren't tired. They couldn't wake up. Victims would remain unconscious for 2 to 6 days, only to wake with no memory of what happened. At first, only a few cases appeared. Locals whispered about curses or supernatural forces, but soon, more and more villagers succumbed to the strange sleep. Doctors were baffled. Sleep wasn't spreading like a virus, but somehow whole households collapsed together. Something invisible was sweeping across Kalachi. By 2014, panic was undeniable. Dozens of villagers had experienced the mysterious sleep. Parents found their children collapse during play. Teachers slumped at their desks mid-lesson. Rumors grew. Was it an unknown virus or a chemical weapon left behind from the Soviet Union? Fear tightened its grip. Villagers avoided gatherings, terrified they would all fall asleep at once. Some families packed up and left. Yet those who stayed had little choice but to continue their lives under constant dread. Every time someone yawned, neighbors stared. Was it ordinary fatigue, or the beginning of another collapse into darkness? Doctors rushed to Kalachi but faced a puzzle. Victims' heart rates slowed, yet their bodies showed no signs of infection. Scans revealed unusual brain activity, resembling both deep sleep and coma. Blood tests came back normal. Theories spread wildly. Some scientists suspected radiation, others blamed unknown toxins. The government sent specialists, but answers were elusive. Villagers woke up groggy, confused, and often with severe hallucinations. Some spoke of seeing strange lights or shadows while unconscious. Each new case deepened the mystery, while officials quietly worried. If they couldn't explain Kalachi, what if this phenomenon spread to other regions? When villagers awoke, many described bizarre hallucinations. Some claimed they dreamed of walking in endless tunnels. Others swore they saw people who weren't there. Children woke crying, convinced they had been chased by monsters. The experiences blurred the line between dream and reality. Families grew desperate. They locked doors at night, fearing what might happen if everyone inside lost consciousness at once. Reports of memory loss after these episodes spread. Farmers forgot tending to their animals. Shopkeepers forgot how to make change. The mysterious sleep was robbing Kalachi not only of time, but of its very sense of reality. Kalachi lies near a long-abandoned uranium mine from the Soviet era. Many suspected toxic gases leaking from underground tunnels were poisoning the villagers. After all, the Soviet Union left behind countless contaminated sites. Could this be another forgotten legacy? Scientists began testing the soil and air. Uranium radiation seemed a likely culprit. But strangely, radiation levels came back normal. Still, suspicions lingered. To villagers, the mine symbolized danger. Some swore they smelled strange odors before collapsing. Yet with no solid evidence, the mine remained both an obvious suspect and a frustrating dead end. International teams joined the investigation. They measured carbon monoxide, radon, and other gases. They tested groundwater, searched for bacteria, even analyzed livestock. Nothing explained why entire groups fell unconscious simultaneously. Experts considered psychological causes mass hysteria, but unconsciousness lasting days? That was too real to fake. The sleeping village made headlines worldwide. Journalists called it Kazakhstan's Sleepy Hollow, comparing it to cursed places from folklore. But Kalachi wasn't legend, it was suffering. Meanwhile, cases continued. Dozens more fell asleep. The villagers grew angry. They wanted answers, not theories. Was science capable of solving Kalachi's nightmare? Or was this an unsolvable riddle? One of the most haunting aspects was the children. In schools, entire classes sometimes nodded off together. Parents wept as their children lay unconscious for days, hooked to IV drips. Doctors reassured families their kids would wake, but no one knew when. Some children developed neurological problems, like difficulty concentrating, even after recovery. Others began stuttering or forgetting simple words. The trauma scarred not only their health, but their education. Villagers began calling the mystery the sleeping curse. For the youngest, life in Kalachi became a cycle of fear. Would today be the day they didn't wake up? As the crisis dragged on, Kalachi's economy withered. Shops closed when owners fell asleep. Farmers abandoned fields. School attendance dropped. The village, already small and remote, teetered on the edge of survival. Fear drove many families to relocate. Houses stood empty, silent reminders of the sleeping plague. The government offered relocation assistance, but some refused to leave ancestral homes. Those who stayed lived with daily anxiety. The mystery disease wasn't just stealing consciousness, it was killing the village itself. Once a tight-knit rural community, Kalachi was now on the brink of becoming a ghost town, remembered only for its nightmare. By late 2014, researchers discovered something strange. Levels of carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons were spiking in the air near Kalachi. These gases can deprive the brain of oxygen, leading to drowsiness and unconsciousness. And where did they come from? The abandoned uranium mine. Over time, mine tunnels filled with toxic gases that seeped into the village. When winds shifted, the gases concentrated, knocking entire groups unconscious. Suddenly, the mystery seemed less supernatural and more chemical. But while the theory fit, villagers demanded proof. Could mere gas really cause hallucinations, memory loss, and weeks-long recovery? The Kazakh government finally acted. They evacuated hundreds of residents, offering them new homes elsewhere. Entire families were relocated, leaving Kalachi eerily quiet. Only the most stubborn stayed behind. Officials promised further research, but for many, relocation was the only escape from the nightmare. Journalists captured images of trucks hauling away belongings, children clutching dolls, elderly villagers weeping. For outsiders, it seemed the mystery was solved, but those who lived it never fully trusted the explanation. Some insisted the gases were only part of the story. The unanswered questions haunted Kalachi long after its evacuation. A handful of villagers refused to leave. These stubborn souls lived with the constant risk of collapsing into unconsciousness. They tended their homes, herded animals, and insisted Kalachi was still their home. To them, leaving meant abandoning family graves, history, and identity. Journalists found these residents resilient but haunted. They described vivid hallucinations of wolves, fire, and endless tunnels. They felt forgotten by the world, abandoned to a mystery no one wanted to fully solve. For them, Kalachi wasn't just a village, it was a fight to hold on to life despite a curse no one could lift. Even after relocations, new sleep episodes occurred. Some evacuees reported collapsing in nearby towns. Others claimed they never fully recovered, suffering ongoing fatigue and confusion. Scientists kept returning to Kalachi, measuring gases, But results were inconsistent. Sometimes the air was clean, sometimes dangerous. This unpredictability kept the mystery alive. Residents and scientists alike began to wonder, if gases weren't the full answer, what else could it be? Was Kalachi truly poisoned by the land? Or was something far stranger at work beneath the frozen soil of Kazakhstan's forgotten countryside? Kalachi wasn't the only place with mysterious mass sleep events. Scientists pointed to other strange outbreaks. Villages in Russia with arsenic poisoning, towns in Africa with nodding disease, and even historical records of sleeping sickness in Europe. Each case baffled experts in its time. Kalachi became part of this global puzzle, linking human health with hidden environmental dangers. The case highlighted how communities can suddenly face invisible threats, and how fragile human survival is when faced with forces we can't see or understand. Kalachi wasn't just a village in Kazakhstan, it became a symbol of the unknown lurking in our world. While scientists blamed toxic gas, locals whispered about curses. Some said Kalachi was haunted by spirits of miners who died in the uranium pits. Others linked it to ancient Kazakh legends of steppe demons who lulled people to eternal sleep. For the villagers, folklore explained what science couldn't. The strange dreams and hallucinations felt supernatural, even if gas detectors disagreed. This clash between science and culture deepened the story's mystery. Was Kalachi just another case of environmental poisoning? Or a modern echo of old legends still alive in the Kazakh steppe? Even for those who never collapsed, Kalachi took a heavy psychological toll. Anxiety plagued the community. Children had nightmares. Adults feared going to sleep, worried they might not wake. Doctors reported cases of PTSD among villagers. Families who relocated struggled to rebuild lives, haunted by their memories of unconsciousness and hallucinations. For years, the sleeping village remained in the news as a human tragedy, not just a scientific mystery. The emotional scars were harder to heal than any physical symptoms. Kalachi became a reminder that invisible threats can break not just bodies, but entire communities. As journalists from around the world flocked to Kalachi, the village became a media spectacle. Headlines labeled it "The Village That Sleeps" or "The Town of Eternal Slumber." Documentaries aired footage of villagers slumped unconscious. While awareness grew, locals felt exploited. To them, this wasn't a curiosity, it was daily life, filled with fear and uncertainty. Still, the coverage pressured the government to act. Without cameras rolling, Kalachi's story might have remained ignored. For better or worse, the world's fascination turned a remote village into a global stage for one of the strangest medical mysteries in recent memory. By 2015, officials declared Kalachi unsafe. Most remaining families were relocated to other towns. The government closed the case, officially blaming carbon monoxide from the mine. But many scientists still doubted the explanation, fully accounted for the symptoms. Kalachi emptied out, turning into a semi-abandoned settlement. Once lively homes stood frozen in time, their owners gone. For some, closure meant safety. For others, it meant abandoning mystery unsolved. Kalachi faded from headlines, but whispers of the sleeping village still echoed across the steppe. The nightmare had ended, but the questions never truly did. Kalachi's story teaches more than mystery. It warns of hidden dangers. Abandoned industrial sites, left without care, can poison entire communities. Environmental neglect carries consequences beyond imagination. Kalachi shows how science struggles when symptoms defy easy answers, and how fear spreads faster than facts. Today, researchers cite Kalachi as a cautionary tale, A place where human lives collided with the unseen forces of a toxic legacy. Whether caused by gas, psychology, or something still unknown, Kalachi proved how fragile our reality is, and how even an ordinary village can become the stage for a worldwide enigma. Kalachi remains one of the strangest medical mysteries of our time. A village where life itself could stop, leaving people trapped in dreamlike prisons of unconsciousness. Scientists offered answers, but doubts remain. Was it truly just gas, or something we still don't understand? Kalachi teaches us that the unknown can lurk anywhere, even in the quietest corners of the world. So what do you think? Was Kalachi solved, or is the mystery still alive? Share your thoughts below, and let's unravel it together.